Hello, my name is Azatru and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront video, and in this one I'm actually going to be telling you what loadout you should be using when you first get Star Wars Battlefront and when you start to level up a little bit more. So this is a video that a lot of people have been wanting from me because obviously the game is set to launch in America tomorrow and in Europe and the rest of the world on Thursday, and people really won't know what sort of weapons and star cards to use or unlock when you first level up. So I thought I'd make this video. So if you are new around here and want to stay up to date with Battlefront news and get more tips and tricks, I'm going to be telling you how you can level up very quickly in one of my next videos, so make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm going to be going through what hands you should be picking, so what 3-star cards you should be using when you first get the game and whatnot, and what weapon you should unlock and stuff like that. So essentially the thermal detonator is a given. It's the first star card you can unlock, and if you use it in in situations where you can take out objectives or large group of enemies, it's very powerful. Then I unlock the scout pistol because it's actually quite powerful if you have good aim. If you don't really have good aim, I'd specifically try unlocking the ion torpedo for the vehicles to take out vehicles, because the scout pistol can finish enemies off in one shot to a certain extent on the range, and if you get the 3 shots on target. So I definitely think it's a good weapon to use. It's got a very short cooldown time. It's only 9 seconds, which is very good. It's very powerful, and you can use it in nice short range encounters in third person. And then I opted for Ion Shot, which is the third star card, which you don't actually get until I think about level 8, level 7, something like that. And the reason being, this proved much more beneficial than the other two. The reason being, you can kill enemies more, and that will rank you up essentially a lot quicker, obviously. So that is the reason why I opted for that, and it can be quite powerful. They've changed it since the beta, which is good. They've made some nice changes. Now, the following class is essentially going to be what sort of star cards you should be using when taking out vehicles. If you're more of an objective player, or you don't really get that many kills within Star Wars Battlefront, you should be using the impact grenade. One of the I think you unlock that around level 5, something like that, and that has quite a large cooldown time at 16 seconds, but it's very powerful when aiming at vehicles, for example, because instead of having the grenade bounce off or waiting, because, you know, vehicles move such as the ATST very quickly, you can just fire at it and it will blow up. And it can be used in infantry situations as well. Then Cooling Cell is the other star card. Essentially, this allows you to not let your weapon overheat. So if you pair this with the weapon I'm going to be talking about later on in the video, this is a very deadly combo when taking out vehicles such as the ATST or a speeder bike or just large group of enemies. And obviously Ion Torpedo is very effective against vehicles as well. So you will want to pack that if you are into taking out vehicles. But now let's take a look at the blasters, what sort of weapons you should be using when you first get Star Wars Battlefront. So the DLT-19 and the DH-17 are the first 2 weapons you unlock. They are very different. One is a machine gun, the other one is a sort of a longer range blaster which deals more damage. Now, if you are into taking down vehicles, make sure you do use the DLT-19. It's very useful. I got a lot of kills with it, and I seem to level up very quickly with it. However, if you prefer not really getting into close quarters engagements, and you would rather kill enemies quicker because you have better accuracy, I would definitely use the DH-17. The cooling isn't as good, nowhere near as good, but it can deal some damage, especially against opponents at a slightly longer range, but not really long. And as soon as you can get it, there is a beast of weapon called the RT-97C, which is essentially very similar to DLT, but it has an optical scope, whereas the DLT doesn't. It's just got iron sights. So this is very good at long range. It has a very high rate of fire, has a nice cooling power, and on top of that, if you pair that with the cooling star card, you can wipe so many enemies out. I'm still using it, and I've unlocked it for quite a while now, and I've unlocked other weapons. It's definitely a weapon I highly recommend. A lot of people are using it, but it's very useful when you're taking on people that don't have the firepower that you have. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to give it a like rating and subscribe for Battlefront tips that will be coming your way very shortly, and gameplays as such. And I shall see you all in my next Battlefront video. Be sure to check out the 2 videos on screen, and I'll see you all in my next one. Goodbye.